Hi everyone, welcome back to Sheri Approved. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope that you enjoy the content. And if you are not new because you've always been here, I appreciate you coming back. And thank you so much. I appreciate all of your likes, your comments, your shares, and all of that. In today's video, I would like to share some of my personal tips for looking put together or looking classy. I get that comment a lot. A lot of people give me that compliment. I personally think it's a compliment because I am not like a stylist or a huge fashionista. I love to look good. I love clothing and I love fashion items and so on. But I mean, there are people who do this way better than I am. So I am really flattered when you guys tell me, things like that. But a lot of people ask it from the light of like, because I'm involved in so many things, and I'm in a lot of functions, that kind of thing, how do you do all of that and still look like, you have it all together? Because sis ain't have it all together. There's a lot of things that happen. But yeah, these are going to be my tips. And before I get into those tips, I just want to say this. When it comes to looking put together, looking classy, just looking good, for me, it's all about, this is about you. This is now not about anybody else. Yes, people will visually see you. They will make an impression of you. And you see that statement about first impressions last, you don't get a second chance. That's true. But at the end of the day, you want to look good for you. And that's important to me because when I get up in the morning, I get dressed, I get ready, I stand and I look at myself in the mirror and I say, yeah, I like how this looks. I do like how this looks. I look at how it makes me feel, the confidence level and all that. But that's for, later on. This is not going to be just one video. I will probably do a second part or maybe a third, depending on how many tips I have to share with you. But I just want to cover just maybe 5 tips in this video. So let's see how far we get. So the first step is with regards to your clothing, and it has 2 components. That one, it's with regards to the colors, and the second thing is with regards to the pieces. So when it comes to colors now, a lot of us may already know what colors look good on us, and if you know what color looks good on you, that's great. If you don't, and you can invest in probably going to a colorist or someone who specializes in this, and yes, there are people who do, they can tell you based on your skin tone and your undertone the colors that look best on you. But just in case you really don't have the time or the money right now to do that, here's what you can do. Get these colors and always have them in your wardrobe. Black, white, and a nude, a beige, a tan, a camel. These are what I call neutrals. These colors will always work for everyone, and it will always be applicable and appropriate for any situation. That's what I like about these. With neutral colors in your wardrobe, you can pair them with anything. So you can pair them with brights, you could pair them with other neutrals, you could pair them with prints, you could do a completely neutral outfit, you can color that up, you could jazz it up, you could change it up. So neutrals are a staple, and that's one of the things that I always make sure I have in my wardrobe, that I have neutral colors, so that I don't have to think. So that's the colors. But then let's talk about the pieces. And this is not going to be new to most of you, but just in case you're looking to reinvent, maybe re-innovate or recreate your wardrobe or spruce it up a little bit, you must have classic pieces before you take your money and you go and you purchase all the things that are trending in terms of, this new style of dress, this new top, this new pants, this new jeans, whatever. Before you do all of that, make sure that your neutral pieces or your classic pieces are set. And when I say classic pieces, I'm talking about make sure that you have a properly tailored pant to suit your body. You want to make sure that you have a crisp white shirt, a nice blazer, a nice cardigan. And these are pieces, and I don't just mean one. You could have multiples in the colors, but these are pieces that you want to make sure that you have in neutrals, as well as a black dress. Now, there are people who don't like dresses, and that's fine. But the whole concept of the black dress is just making sure that you have a piece in your wardrobe that can be formal, that could probably be semi-formal, that could be casual, it depends. But that could also be a pant outfit, right? But you want to make sure that you have that in black. You could never go wrong. Never go wrong with black. And then we're looking at, in terms of the other pieces, so a black, a pant, a skirt, a blazer, a shirt, and cardigan as well. Those are pieces, or those are cuts, and of course it's not necessarily going to be the same cut for everybody, because for example, there may some of you may look better in a boyfriend style blazer, some of you may look better in a shorter blazer, some of you may look better with a 1 button or 2 buttons. So again, there are a lot of different varieties or elements to these things, but these are what we call classic pieces that will not go out of style. They will always look good, and of course you choose them again based on your body shape. So this point number 2 is know your uniform, or have a uniform. And what I'm talking about is, what are the outfits or the style of clothing that you wear that you probably you love how you feel in it, you feel confident, or you always get compliments in that, you feel sure, you know that when you're walking around, you don't always have to be like trying to get a glance of yourself in a mirror somewhere to make sure everything's in place. And those type of outfits, you want to make sure that you have multiples of those. And when I say multiples, I don't necessarily mean the same exact outfit, but I mean, you know that that's your style, so that you could always pull that together really, really quickly. And I'm talking about things that, you know, if something happens, you know, there's an urgent situation, or perhaps you get up in the morning, you didn't prepare last night what you're going to wear for work, you know exactly what you could do, because you could pull these out, and this is your uniform. So I'll give you an example. For some people, it's one particular style. For some people, it's multiple. So me, I have a tummy issue. So you would find that I will tend to avoid like things that are too fitted in that area. So because it makes me a little bit more conscious. So one of the things that I consider my uniform are like tunic style tops, or I actually buy short dresses that I could use in that way, and skinny pants. I love that look on me because I almost always wear heels because I'm short. So wearing an outfit like that with heels always gives me a boost. Another thing that I love to wear, there's a particular pant that I have been buying from my favorite store, which is Sheri and Jeans Wool. They have these pants by a brand called Zach and Rachel, and they have the ankle ones, the ankle cut ones, which actually reach me like perfect. It's my perfect length. Again, I'm short. And they have them in plain colors, in prints. Those pants always fit me perfectly. So generally, when I'm going to buy a new pant, I'm actually going to buy either new colors in that or new prints in that, and I have them. I've been wearing that style of pant for years and years, and people don't realize, because oh, I just got a new one, but it's the same exact style, the same exact cut, it just might be in another color or next print. So I love wearing that pant, for example, with maybe a sleeveless top inside, or a shirt or something, and a long cardigan, or either a cardigan that gets right to my knee or just above my knee. I love that look. And that's another look that could also be corporate or casual for me, depending on what pieces you put together. In terms of dresses, I absolutely love fit and flare. Again, because of my tummy area, I want things that are going to cut me right just below the bust, just around the waist, at my high waist area, to cinch in the smallest part of me, and then just release or flow away from my body, just so that I don't have to worry about the stomach issues. Now, it doesn't mean that I don't wear clothes that are a little bit more fitted and so on, but those are the things that I'm a little bit more conscious of. But the ones that I mentioned, those are my uniform. And if you look back at my pictures, in general, just over the past year, for example, you will see me a lot, you know, in this type of style, because those are the ones that I feel best and I feel most confident in. And some people might be like, Sheri, show off your shape a little bit more, and that's fine. But if I don't feel comfortable in that, I mean, I'm not going to let anybody force me to do it, because when I tell you, confidence is everything. All of this is about confidence, really, really and truly. And I mean, I love the fit and flare dresses, but I also love like loose dresses that just skim the body, not necessarily way too big, although I love big dresses and to wear them with heels again. But yeah, if you, again, you could just go through my Instagram profile, my Facebook, just scroll through and look at the type of clothes that I wear. Those are my uniforms, but they don't necessarily look the same all the time, because I'm looking for a particular silhouette, I'm looking for a particular style, but I may have them in different colors or different prints. So, you know, on the morning that I get up and I'm like, oh my goodness, what do I wear today? Don't we all have that issue? On the morning when I do that, it's not very difficult, because there are certain go-to pieces or go-to styles, because I know my uniform. Point number 3 has to do with shoes. So I know there are a lot of people that don't necessarily wear heels, and I can appreciate that everybody, has their level of comfort. And at the end of the day, no joke, comfort trumps everything else. But you can find comfortable shoes that are very flattering. And one of these styles that are flattering on almost anybody is a more pointy tip. Now, the pointy tip thing, the reason why you will find like a lot of stylists recommend that is because even if whether you wear it in a pump, meaning in terms of heels, or you wear it in terms of flats, that pointed tip or that elongated tip just adds some length, and it lengthens the leg line and so on. For the tall people, that might be neither here nor there, but for somebody like me, that's super, super important. So you will notice that even though I wear a lot of high heel shoes, that most times they are pointy tip pumps, that I hardly wear round tip shoes. And the once in a blue moon that I do buy them and I put them on, I feel weird. I look weird. I look at the pictures and I'm like, no, I don't like that. Something is off, and it's because of that. No, there are people who look fabulous in round tip shoes, and I'm not saying that the round shape shoes are bad. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that what is flattering on most people is pointy tip, and that's one of the things that you want to make sure you have in your wardrobe. A proper shoe, a clean shoe is really, really important to looking like you have it all together. And when it comes to shoes, that's the style, but then we also want to look at colors. So again, black, you can't go wrong with black. But nude is like the new black. I can't say that enough. And when I say nude, I'm talking about a nude that complements your skin tone, because my nude is not going to be your nude. For me in general, I tend to, when I'm looking for that nude look, I will search for camel or tan. Like if I'm typing in the description on Amazon or whatever to look for shoes, I will type in tan pumps or camel pumps, because those will tend to give me a richer shade, not like a beige or a light cream color. Those will give the kind of shade that I love in terms of my kind of nude, and that's the same color I look for when I'm talking about nude clothing or camel tan clothing. That same type of shade. So having a black shoe is so important, and a nude shoe, your nude, and one other color, and the color that I always say really makes a difference is a red. Or when I say a red, whatever shade of red is complementary to you. For me, I love deeper reds that almost goes into burgundy, and I think I mentioned this before, but I find it to be so complementary. It provides beautiful contrast. It gives an edge to a very plain outfit, just having that color shoe, because it's like a pop of color, but that pop of color, like a red or burgundy, is almost like a neutral as well. And notice those are my three choices when it comes to looking put together. I am not even choosing brown, because I could actually wear almost all my outfits without a brown shoe. But if I only have a nude, a black, and a deep red, I could cover all my outfits with those. So you choose the style of shoe that's complementary to you, again, whether it's a heel or a flat. And you want to make sure that you have these colors. If you're like me and you love shoes, you have more than 100 pairs. I'm not telling you how much more than 100 pairs of shoes I have. But if you are like me and you have a lot of shoes, yeah, you're probably covering the spectrum of all kinds of colors. But if you look at my shoe racks, you are going to see multiple shades of camel, multiple shades of tan shoes, most of them pointy tip, and you're going to be seeing multiple shades of red, burgundy, those kind of shades. I always gravitate toward them because I know that I can literally close my eye, pull out one of those, and it's going to go with my outfit. Yeah. Point number 4, and this has to do with jewelry. And again, this is not like the only thing that you should have in your wardrobe, but these are the things that I'm just recommending that you should have, or the must-haves, because they are the things that help make you look like, yeah, I put some thought into this, when you really didn't have to do that much. So when it comes to jewelry, you want to make sure that you always have classic jewelry. So these things, pearls, like I did a jewelry haul recently on social media, so on Instagram and Facebook. I showed you guys, and I had like a ton of big, beautiful earrings and statement pieces and all that. But I did show you guys that I picked up another card of pearls, and I almost always pick up another card of pearls every time I go to get some new accessories, because I go through them like crazy. And pearls just do something. When it's in the corporate environment, especially, listen, you cannot go wrong with it. It looks executive. It looks classy. You're literally looking like you own the place. And yeah, sis, walk through the building like you own it. Walk through the building like you own it. Pearls do that. Whether it's pearl stoppers and just a single layer of pearl, a pearl necklace, that absolutely looks beautiful. And in fact, these are the pieces that I will tell you to invest in. So while I do have like a ton of these, which are like very, very cheap, I also do have my real pearls. My husband did gift me with a beautiful real pearl necklace, a single strand, and I do use those on certain occasions and so on. But for every day, there's so many that are, you know, costume jewelry. I have a ton of them. They're very easy to wear. So whether it's just a string or maybe a couple layers, whatever, pearls just always work. And when it comes to jewelry, things that will always work will be dainty jewelry. They don't go out of style. Statement pieces are in. I love statement pieces, but if you have no statement pieces because that's simply not your style, or it just seems like it's too loud and too big for you, just having something dainty in gold or silver. Some people prefer silver, some people prefer gold, and now there's the whole rose gold trend. Whichever you prefer, you want to make sure that you always have those pieces. A nice earring, it doesn't have to be big, whatever. You're just looking for those classic dainty pieces. Again, if you're going to be doing an inventory of the pieces that you have, and while you look at everything else, make sure you have these, because when all else fails, you're going to be using these. And point number 5 that I will talk about in this particular video is with regards to our hair. Now, you all know I don't like to comb my hair. I really don't. I will get up, I could do makeup, I will choose clothes, I will get my accessories, and I hate to comb my hair. But one of the key elements, really and truly, in terms of looking put together, has to do with your hair. So whether it is you need to get additional help because you use a protective hairstyle, or there are people that will use maybe wigs, whatever, because you know, that is what helps you look put together. You find something that works for you. Learn how to treat your hair. Learn how to style your hair. Some of us, we go to our hairstylist every week, every month, and that's great. But if something happens, learn how to at least style your hair. And one of the things that happened to me, like especially when I was pregnant with Hadassah, I relaxed my hair because my hair is naturally curly, and I could not get, you know, relax my hair while I was pregnant. So I did not relax my hair for almost a year and a half, and I had to get like very, very innovative in terms of the hairstyles. But when it comes to looking put together, that's not the time to experiment. All now at home, behind closed doors, experiment. So whether it is a sleek bun, because when I put my hair up, I get a lot of compliments from you guys. Whether it is a nice ponytail, a very classy ponytail, whether it is your hair out like the way I have it now, whether it is half up, half down, whatever it is, find that hairstyle that is very complimentary and know that that's your go-to hairstyle to present yourself at an event, in a corporate setting, at an interview. You want to know that you look very put together. This is without effort. I know how to do this. Yeah, that's what you want to do, and you want to make sure that you have a classic hairstyle down. Now, some people, maybe your hair is very short and you have a beautiful pixie cut. Oh yeah, I want to cut my hair. Yeah, I want to cut my hair. I really want to cut my hair, and everybody's going to care about that. But yeah, some of you have a gorgeous, gorgeous short haircut, and that could just rock and roll for everything. That just looks so, so beautiful. Wonderful. But I know sometimes, a lot of times, short hair is sometimes very hard to maintain, depending on the style that it's cut. So you want to make sure that whatever it is, it's complementary to you. Look at the shape of your face. Do some research. Look for people probably with similar face shapes, body shapes. That's important, because a lot of times what looks good on somebody else may not necessarily look good on you, because their features and everything is completely different. Admire it on them, give them a compliment, but you need to figure out what looks good on you. I hope these tips were helpful. So there is definitely going to be a part 2, because I have a lot of more things to tell you guys about when it comes to looking put together. But I hope this was helpful, and you want to make sure that you don't miss the next video. I'll see you guys again. Take care. Bye.